What's going on, guys? It's Shy Visuals here, and today I'm going to show y'all how to get that cinematic Hollywood look in Premiere Pro and DaVinci Resolve. So first, what you're going to need is a full frame mirrorless camera that can run you probably about like $1,700. Then secondly, you're going to need an anamorphic lens. I got this one from Sirui Anamorphics. They made like different type of lenses, but I picked this one up for like $1,100. You're going to need an ND filter, of course, follow focus system, and probably a monitor to de-squeeze it all. And then secondly, you're going to need a fast enough SD card to read it. So if you want to, so one thing about these anamorphics, you're going to have to actually de-squeeze. So when you get into Premiere, make sure you have your log footage. You also want to go to your scale and height, put it at 62.5 just to de-squeeze it a little bit, you feel me? And then right here, what you're going to use is something called Cinematch. Now Cinematch, you can either pre-license. You can pre-license it. It's like $200, but basically it converts any like of your log from your camera. So I got a Canon, so I'd be like Canon EOS R. That's the camera I got. So first it's gonna emulate that. That's the source settings and then your target camera. So in this case, I'm gonna do Arri Alexa Mini, and then you're gonna apply a Rec 709 transform and drop the exposure down accordingly. So now, I mean, already now it looks really good. Like it looks like it was shot with an Arri Alexa almost. Also, one more thing I forgot to mention: in your camera settings, you want to have your shutter speed at 1/50, and then whatever your ISO aperture, you want to have your aperture as low as possible. Get that like background blur and shit. Alright, so now that you got DaVinci Resolve open, there's a couple of things you want to do. You want to go ahead and hop over to color, and then you're gonna add a node real quick. So you just do a corrector panel, do that, and then how to make it look all like more anamorphic, because I'll say with some of these lenses, like the characteristics, they're not as strong. I personally like to have like that kind of Cook Prime look, Panavision type of feel. That's just me personally. That's all personal preference. Then next, what you're gonna do, you're gonna add lens distortion. That's gonna give it kind of like that Panavision look. I don't know if you've seen a lot of movies, like the edges are kind of like warped in a little bit. Kind of fuck with that look actually. So for me, I like mine like a lot. Actually, that's a lot. It's actually a whole lot. Like, yeah, this looks good. I like how this is looking. So I know it has like this little like box around it. It looks kind of weird, but we're gonna fix that later. Alright, then after you've got your clip rendered in DaVinci Resolve, you just want to go ahead and hop back over into Premiere one more time. And then just to fix, you're just going to zoom this in a lot. Like, okay, so like right here is good. And then you want to add an adjustment layer. So after you add your adjustment layer, this is where okay. And after you add your adjustment layer, you're going to go ahead and hop over to crop. So after you got crop, this is how you get rid of the black bars, make them like even. So what you're gonna set it to 8 something, or hold on, boom. So after you got your crop on there, you can kind of just like scale it to kind of cover that up a little bit. But once you figure it out, you basically still have the same aspect ratio, sort of, depending on how much like distortion you added. But already looking at this already, it's already looking far more anamorphic than what I had as before. Like you can even see like the barrel distortion, the blurry like on the sides and whatnot. I mean, just look at that image. That looks absolutely beautiful. I mean, my friend, he really did get on this shit. Like you can even see the this little like box right here, kind of like you can even see the words in it. I don't know if it's just the shutter speed, but I mean, this looks absolutely just stunning. I mean, I just absolutely love anamorphics. They look unreal. Like, with your like traditional spherical lens, it doesn't just do the same effect, you know. And also, one thing about anamorphics, I feel like it's more closer to the human eye, just because how we see things. We have our peripheral vision, of course, and it's all blurred out. And then like you have that one focal point that you can only focus on. And I think anamorphics really capture that like kind of same aspect of human eye vision. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. I mean, like, look at this shot right here. This is one of my favorite shots where it literally looks like out of a Netflix movie. I mean, that just looks absolutely beautiful. I mean, you can't really beat it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just for $1,100, I mean, you can do the same thing with the Helios 44M. Like, it's super easy, but I'm glad y'all enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys later. Peace.